everybody. Going to do a whispered video about my day, my week, and ramble about anything that goes through my head. So hopefully nothing illegal. Now, if you're new to this channel, that's basically what this is, and check out my other videos. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're relaxing, you're finding time for yourself, and whatever that may be to fill your bucket, so to speak. Whether it's hobbies or ASMR, relaxing. I wish everybody well. Now, I'm going to start off with kind of like a vlog. I hurt my back last week, and it actually kind of hurts right now sitting like this, to be honest, but not too bad. It was an old injury that kind of flared up. It was a compressed disc, not overly, not to the point where I need a surgery or anything. It's just kind of like mild physio type stuff. And it flares up maybe once or twice in a year if I do like a heavy lift, or if I sleep like ridiculous, crazy wrong, something like that. It happens. So last week I was pretty much in bed all week. I was in bed technically for 2 days because I couldn't even stand. Like, it was that bad. And then another 3 days was kind of like limping around the place. And then like a couple of days, a day or two, just to kind of catch up on the dishes and, everything that kind of accumulated around here when I was in bed. And icing it helped the pain, but I think it might have locked in the injury. It might have, you gotta have like more active recovery, but at the same time, the first day absolutely wasn't possible. Second day, a little bit walking around, but I couldn't really go out. Like, I couldn't put on my socks. It was that bad. So, I mean, what active recovery could you have at that point when it's that inflamed and that painful? So, I did the right thing. It was just really unfortunate. I took a week off work. I took a week off the gym. Obviously, I'm not going to be working. I'm not going to be going to the gym. It'd be funny though if you couldn't even walk and you went to the gym to do like squats or something with a compressed spine. It'd be kind of some people actually do that. There's NFL players that almost permanently, or sometimes do permanently, destroy their bodies because they take pain medicine and sometimes even like fentanyl, like really strong meds, and they just work through the pain, and then they get off the pain medicine and it's so bad they go to the doctor, they get like an MRI, and like their whole spine is like destroyed. That has happened to people, like professional athletes, and a lot of people, unfortunately, that are laborers, or even homeless people. Like, I'm sure we've all seen like the homeless person that carries around like all those, the cans, and then they end up with the back because they've been walking all day. But luckily, I'm not anywhere near that, and I took the actual full week off. I probably only needed 5 days, but the extra days, like I said, I had to catch up on a few things, so I kind of just was low-key those 2 days. But yeah, I'm happy that I'm feeling better now. I'm going to go back to the gym, go back to work tomorrow, so it's back to normal. Spring is coming up, which is good. I don't really like winters. I've never liked winters. I like winters now more than I ever have, to be honest, but it's still basically not at all. Because I don't ski, I don't do anything like outdoorsy in the winter, and I'm naturally kind of like an outdoors person. So like, when I want to do something and I don't have anything to kill the time, I'll go for a hike. And then in the winter, I'm like, man, it's dark out and it's kind of depressive. So yeah, I'm looking forward to spring. It was a very chill Sunday today. Today is Sunday, the day that I'm uploading this. You may be listening to this on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it may be, when this video hits you. But yeah, it was a very chill day. I went to the mall and I went to the casino, and I don't like either one of those places, but that's where I went. I went to the mall because I wanted to do a walk, but it was kind of cold, and the mall was there, so I'm like, I'm just walk around the mall, and then I'll get like some French fries or something, and like a fruit smoothie. And I went to the bookstore, and I ended up just reading in the bookstore, basically just kind of treating it like a library, and I just hung out there, and not too bad at all. Sometimes it's good to go to the mall. Like, I haven't went to the mall in forever. It's not my thing. It's never been my thing. Wasn't even my thing when I was a kid, and that's kind of like, when I was a kid, it was big thing. Like, oh, let's go to the mall. We're cool. I don't know if that's still a thing. It seems like less of a thing, but never was really a big mall person. But that might be kind of what I'm doing in my free time the next, couple days after the gym, and between the gym and work. I might just go to the mall and go to the food court and get some sort of smoothie with like some kind of fruit with the whey in it, and just kind of have like a post recovery shake like that. The reason I'm thinking is just kind of the sugar to fill the muscles back up with glycogen. I don't want to get too pro science in this, but I did order maltodextrin. Should be here next week. It's basically, no, I lied. Dextrose. Maltodextrin is basically the same thing. It's the competitor. They're both about the same price, and they're both sold on the same websites. One is just slightly sweeter and has a longer chain of carbs or whatever, but they're basically both extremely fast-acting simple sugars, more so than table sugar or fructose, actually. So some people are probably thinking, whoa, that's insane. Why would you do that? Are you mental? Sugar is so bad. Which is yes, but post-workout, if you actually go to full intensity and you're depleted, you can actually get into a spot where you're catabolic and you're losing muscle mass or something like this. And if you're doing something bodybuilding, or if you're doing really any serious athletics to do with anything like football or wrestling or MMA or boxing or anything, you want to hit sugar right after your workout. So that's what it's for. It goes in the shake. It's easy. It's inexpensive. You don't need a blender for fruits. So I did order that. I'm hopefully not going to overuse it, because I did overuse it in the past. I'm not going to lie. Maybe 10 years ago, or even 12 years ago, I really got quite fat with that shit. It kind of, when you're gaining weight and you're like doing powerlifting and your lifts are still going up, you'll stuff your face with candy if you have to. You'll drink cooking oil if you have to. And a lot of people fall into that kind of forever bulk thing, and they just look terrible. Their posture gets thrown off. They start feeling sick. They're like out of breath, but they're getting 20, 30 pounds on their lift every month, and for them that's worth the sacrifice if you're really into that kind of scene, and I was at the time. I'm no longer. I'm more doing like calisthenics and a lot of cardio, and I'm doing wrestling and grappling, so I'm kind of more active. I want to do some skateboarding in the spring and summer. Like, I'm not doing, like before, it was just my life powerlifting. Like, I would basically like avoid every type of cardio, and I would just stuff my face, and I would drink a lot of liquid calories, and I would deadlift as heavy as possible, and I would deadlift, I wouldn't even really rep out. I would just do max sets, and I'd do it like every week, a max set of deadlifts, which is partly why I still have that back injury as well. This is actually my most flowy video. Usually I'm all over the place. That actually all that all came together there. But yeah, that's actually a big part of why my back is messed up. Is heavy squats, like max squats and max deadlifts, like every week when I was already a laborer at the time. Like I was doing like landscape labor, and then I was doing like all these max sets, and like that was kind of my lifting philosophy, is just not do cardio, eat as much as you can, and lift as heavy as possible, and like I was gonna say as much as possible, but that kind of implies a volume bro split when it was really just one extreme heavy lift and then leave the gym and then do it again the next day. And I did get quite strong. Like I was lifting 500 pounds at one point, so I was quite strong. But I do have a bit of a spine issue now that I don't want to over exaggerate. It's no like Ronnie Coleman in a wheelchair thing. It's just a slightly inflamed disc that comes up every now and again. And I don't know if there's going to be haters that hate on a 500 pound deadlift, but that was natural, and I never broke 200 pounds. I was like 190. Well, I was 190 when I was still in shape, and then I did break 200 pounds. I got up to 210 when I was extremely fat, like 16% body fat or something, which I guess technically is not extremely fat by like an American standard, but it's still not healthy. For a man, you want to stick between 10 and 15, and for women, it's 16 is actually quite healthy for a woman. 16 to 20, but anyways, yeah. So I've been doing relatively well today. A little bit of optimism and looking forward to the spring and all that kind of stuff after like being a week in bed, just kind of feeling like an idiot and just kind of depressive because I couldn't do anything because of the back. But yeah, walked around the mall, went to the casino, lost $50. Yay. Put $50 on red on roulette, instantly gone. Just like boom. It's like, bitch, I want my refund. What the fuck? No, that'd actually be funny though, if you could actually ask for a refund after losing at a casino. Just go to the front desk. I need a refund. 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 And then you win and be like, nah, I'm cool. The refund, I gotta keep it this time. But yeah, like, pretty chill day. And, yeah, like I said, I hope everyone's doing good. And, I'm gonna do more of these videos. Not as, I wouldn't say I'm gonna do them every week, but probably 2 a month, maybe, something like that. And yeah, I posted some nature shorts on here. I don't think I'll go too heavy into that. I'll do one or two when I see like a cool waterfall. I'll post it on here. It kind of goes with ASMR. It's a bit different. It's not a person talking. It's not a ramble. It's not a whisper, but it is soothing if it's done right, and it's not like, you know, like a woodpecker like pecking really loudly and like with a weird microphone or something. Like, as long as it's done right, it goes with the channel. I was gonna post a lot of old content that I did film and put on another channel, but it's gonna kill my algo, and I do gotta think about actually like getting people to watch these videos. I don't like thinking like a business person, but I don't want to be talking to myself either. It's kind of weird. I don't want to be talking to myself, but at the same time, I don't really want to be like recognized. But I'm nowhere near that, anyways. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. Probably a couple of these videos a month, nature video here and there when I see something. See if the nature videos affect the algorithm in a negative way. If I take them off the other channel, or if I do it fresh, maybe even if I do it fresh, it won't match the algo. But yeah, I'm gonna eat dinner right now and then wind down. I guess I might go out for a drive or something. I don't know. I feel more energy at night, and where I'm at, there's not much nightlife and there's not much to do, and it's like, what do I do at night if there's not much going on and I want to be out? But it'll pick up in the spring and summer, and I'll find other stuff to do, and it'll be light longer. The sun will be out longer later, and all is well. So I'm gonna wrap this video up in like a minute or two here. Just end with some well wishes, I guess. I hope everyone's doing good. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I took a week off work. I go back to work tomorrow. The gym, and then yeah, I think that's it. That's pretty much it. So God bless everyone. Check out my other videos if you want. If you don't want, then check them out anyways. Alright, peace out, bye. I want to wait to 16.